All right, let's stay in the SEC. Vandy at Alabama here. Congratulations to those who took the over on the Vandy win total. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now 3 wins for Vanderbilt
was it
there.
3 or 3.5?
I think it was
2.5,
Oh,
and they
it's
went
2.5.
over
Yeah, so it
already.
went over.
Yeah.
It was a good call. You know, Danny had it at the beginning of the season.
On our Cover 3 pod.
We
Yeah.
weren't sure though about
them and Kansas, both the 2.5 crew that both
Okay,
hit
so
over.
what about in this game? Alabama favored by 40.5 at home. The total is 59.
Another big number. I actually like the Commodores here. A.J. Swan, the quarterback last week, had 4 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions. And Clark Lee is doing a really good job kind of changing a culture. Now, I'm not calling the upset by any means, but I think the one thing we learned from teams that are aggressive, we saw Texas and Steve Sarkisian with a pretty aggressive mindset, whether it was Quinn Ewers at the beginning of the game or even when he got hurt and Hudson Card came in. They were challenging that secondary, got rid of the ball. I think that could be one of the key differences. And there's something off about Alabama offensively. Bryce Young had a couple picks last week against Texas. They didn't look phenomenal. I don't know what it is. You know, they have a lot of transfers. Maybe it's continuity, but they just look a little bit off. I'm going to say Vandy can keep this one inside the number. And for that reason, the offensive struggles, I'm going to go under on the total as well.
I'm going to go over on the total. I think there'll be a fair amount of scoring for Alabama, trying to work out some of those kinks and trying to make sure Bryce Young gets in rhythm. You're right, though. Something looks off. To me, I think they don't have that dynamic playmaker like they've had in the past, or if they do, he just hasn't revealed himself quite yet. It could be one of the young freshmen who haven't necessarily stepped at that spot. You talked about A.J. Swan last week, SEC Freshman of the Week, played phenomenal. What about their defense, though? I mean, they're allowing 40 less yards per game this season compared to last, a touchdown less per game this season compared to last. You talked about the improvements Clark Lee's made. He's building the foundation of this. And this, to me, and I'm not going to try to read into moral victories, but this is one of those that I think you feel better about yourself. You can keep this one tight for maybe the first half, first 3 quarters. I think they can. So I'm going to go ahead and take the points there, the 40.5. But I do think it hits the over. I think Alabama will put up a pretty good number. I think Vanderbilt will get theirs towards the end.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.